On your knees, all of you. The hero before us deposed the false king. I am Lord Sergei Thule, apprentice of Darth Victus, and the first of House Thule to survive the Sith Academy.
His lordship will seize the throne you made vacant.
Fate willing. But my ascension must wait. Alderaan is in a state of anarchy, and a threat greater than the Ulgo usurpers rears its head.
You're a would-be Sith and a would-be ruler. You think what threatens you frightens me.
His blood is royal and strong in the Force. What of yours?
We haven't time to bicker. The Killiks are stirring, legion upon legion. They've already devoured the armies of Kalnosh and Antilles. The people fear it's the Killik Black Hive returning after a millennium underground. I'm not a superstitious man, but I know disaster when I see it.
So far, the Killiks have been a distraction. If they're taking out entire armies.
You see why the Black Hive is different? They're the worst of the Killik broods. The lesser nests fled to the surface to escape being cannibalized by their savage kin.
Yet if his lordship turns his attention to the Killiks, the other houses will destroy Thule.
Moff Sarek and I proposed to use small strike teams against the Black Hive, and he advised you take lead. Succeed, and House Thule can focus on winning the planet. Fail, and Killiks of every size will swarm over Alderaan, and all of us will be joiners.
If I'm not leading an army, who am I going to lead?
Scientists, Imperial Xenocide teams, and another as well. Chanya Madal of the Order of Extermination has agreed to help us.
For 20 millennia, members of the Order have forsaken house ties and worldly possessions to protect us from the Killiks. During the Hive's century sleep, the Order watches and prepares. When the Hives awake, they spread fire.
They number barely a handful now. Madal has no loyalty to Thule, but she's our best hope against these monsters.
From your tone, I take it the Order doesn't meet your standards.
They have a place, and when I am king, they'll be made relevant again. Go to Madal and listen to her advice, but be careful what you reveal. Remember, she is not one of us.
In the swarm, the flame will guide me. In hardship, I will endure.
Chanya Madal. Sergei Thule sent me.
What? Of course. Allies of the Sith who would be king. On behalf of the Knights of the Order of Extermination and the Blood of Aldera, I offer my services in the war against the Killiks. Ventadia Droth, Kano Fora.
Why do I sense you're not happy partnering with House Thule?
I'd partner with the Emperor himself if it meant saving Alderaan, and it's not my place to judge. For 20,000 years, my order has fought the nests. We know their hibernation cycles, the secrets of their joiners. We should be advising the armies of a united planet. Instead, we're a handful against the Black Hive.
I promise to keep you safe. And if there's anything else I can do to take your mind off this situation...
I can protect myself, and my oaths to the Order leave no room for other pursuits. The last time the Black Hive emerged, it left whole cities in ruins. Its Killiks are monstrous, and their bloodlust grows with every joiner they absorb. I've been strategizing with the Imperial strike teams. They're making progress, but not enough. You should meet with them, lead our efforts.
You're the one trained for this. You should be in the field.
I'm doing all I can. Here and knee-deep in Killik Membrosia pools. I can't do nearly enough. Come, and I'll anoint you with the Chanmasu herbs. Whether you believe in ritual or not, the scent will discourage your foe. And be guided by the Codex Chitinus and the First Huntsman. See to the others, and I'll continue to search for weaknesses.
What are you working on?
Nakag agib kikbenabab. Neya agam berakaki. Beraka karam kara. Ninyamak oramag yang megik.
I can't wait to see our enemies writhe from its effects.
Nekaram iam. Yam koko laki laki. Meraka gemyam amgam nemno.
I don't like it, but it's necessary.
Noribi amgan. Yang hamgam kam kalam. Yang perlu amka. Kalima naya kira.
Well, look who's here. You're the Sith who carved through half of Balmorra. Sergeant Namada, Bug Hunter Division. My squad came here off colloquy duty. It's an honor to meet you.
I hope you plan to elaborate.
Special Tactics Group 41 Delta. Geonosians, Gand, Verpine. If it's got eggs and an exoskeleton, we know how to kill it. Team's supposed to contain the Killik threat, so House Thul's free to work. Fine plan, but Science Bureau has us trying out a tractor tech like this brood totem device they gave us. Lures Killiks into enemy territory.
That's somewhat intriguing.
Got green lights, smells like iron, makes a high-pitched chittering sound, like what a droid would build if he worshipped roaches. We dropped the totem off in Killik territory so it could synchronize pheromones. We barely survived. Now we need to move it to Organa territory for testing. We carry chitin-piercing rounds and insecticide gas. We can't fight Organa troops. But you assist, like on Balmorra, this lure project might move forward.
Is there going to be plenty of death involved?
You'd have to slaughter Killiks on the way to the device, get it near Organa troops and see if the lure works. Dangerous enough? Just be careful you don't lure in too many Killiks. They're not like collocoids. They take prisoners and, well, better not to know.
Three Killiks crawling into the nursery, creeping past the royal guard, whatever do they see? I'm Dr. Ganalia, my lord. You must be interested in the Mother's Milk Project.
By all means, continue.
I'm developing a serum that neutralizes Killik larva. Toxic Membrosia nectar, technically. Pump it into an egg. The babies feed. No more nest. Moff Sarik wants enough serum to spray down the hives before the next hatching cycle. I'd gladly oblige, only my field testers keep disappearing.
Spray the hives with poison. That sounds like genocide.
Oh, it's barely population control. Besides, better their children than mine. I sent an armed squad to try the serum on Killik eggs. The boys took my equipment and never reported back. I'm not deserving of Sith assistance, but the project is. Would you be willing, my lord?
I think I can help.
Excellent. Salvage the equipment from the last team and pick up where they left off. These are their last known coordinates. I'll be here writing the boys' next of kin.
You, come closer. Let me get a better look at you. My lord, I apologize. In my abject stupidity, I did not realize you were Sith. Please forgive this unworthy one.
You might want to get your eyes checked.
I know I can never make up for such insult, but let me share with you a greater outrage that we have in common. I am Phanatex. I was apprenticed to Sith Lord Mahish until he was struck down while searching for a Jedi in the employ of House Organa. My master was ambushed in the mountains by a force of aliens, loathsome Adversek. They were trained in special arts, and they slew him.
Your master must not have been very strong.
My master was strong with the Force. That only proves the magnitude of this threat. I hear these mercenaries were specially brought in by House Organa to target and kill Sith. If my master goes unavenged, they'll know their strategy is working. They'll make Alderaan a deadly trap for any Sith who lands here.
Murder and mayhem await.
I feed off your zeal and vehemence. Be warned, when my master perished, I felt him fall, and I felt the blow that killed him. It came from a Jedi. Guard yourself well out there, for there may be true Jedi hidden in the ranks of these hired killers.
I've tested the formula on the Killick eggs. Here are your results.
Oh, wonderful. A few adjustments, and we'll have the serum ready to go. 6 million larvae dead in their eggs. It may sound unpleasant, but they do much worse to us.
My lord, I need your help. I've had it with these Thuls. Always pestering me, begging me to send them off on some vital mission. I finally caved, allowed some of them to investigate a crashed Organa transport. 2 days and still no word from them.
The nobleman. What did you expect?
I don't know. A shred of competence? My men downed a vessel a few days ago. It crashed somewhere nearby, buried under a mountain of snow. I asked for someone to investigate the wreckage when the snow thawed, and those twits volunteered. Like an idiot, I allowed it.
It's high time the Thuls started carrying their own weight.
Makes you wonder how they ever got by without us here to hold their hands. It's possible the Organas were bringing in something dangerous. With the Thuls not responding, that seems to imply it was important.
I suppose I can lower myself to do this.
I'm sure you'll have more success than those dandies. The crash site isn't far. Check the wreckage, find out what the Organas were transporting, and maybe we'll solve this mystery.